Hey guys, Luxter here. Another weekend of Coach on a Couch. Let's get straight into it. Dongster, you're sitting on some new piece of furniture.
Lucky Luxter. Took 6 months, but we finally on a couch.
Like we're almost going to have to change our name because this couch was not couch.
Couch on a stool.
If you change the name, we're going to have to wait another 6 months to get whatever the name's changed to.
So just as well the name stayed and now we got the couch. How does it feel?
I'm debating just lying down here for a little bit. Put some highlights on.
Can you get your leg up? How's the weekend?
Oh, Lucky, I'm so glad to be here because I'm actually here for the highlights of what happened this weekend.
Oh, were you incognito?
I was out of town.
Okay.
Went for a bass fishing competition, TPC,
Yes,
leg
Highveld
3.
Strikers, eh?
Highveld Strikers, new boat.
I see you put sun cream everywhere except your hands.
You know, when you realize that you've burnt your hands, it's too late.
What? Like, how?
So we had like this gear, this kit.
You got like those skins?
The skins, but the
Yeah?
skin actually comes all the way up till
Yeah, we can see that.
So, but not until So
Thinking of a patent here, guys. You know, just get those gloves.
this was the difference.
Okay. And
Yeah.
How did that go? What did you
Oh,
catch?
like it was so lekker, man. It was my first time out of the house in 9 weeks.
Okay.
So we made the most of it. Was at Witbank Dam.
Yeah.
We went through on Friday, tested the waters. Saturday fished the comp, and Sunday we got back on the water again and enjoyed some morning sesh, and then came home.
I'm still hearing that you enjoyed it. I didn't know how it went.
Yeah, so it was lovely. The weather was good. We bried. We were brying. We were
Okay.
chilling.
But the big question is,
Yes.
did you catch any decent
Yeah,
fish?
so my boat is really good. Also, you got a really good
And
boat.
it's not that one with the red sail. Like, it's like the
No,
little
no,
piece of-
no red sail. Had good fun with my partner on the boat, and
Yeah.
we fished and we fished and we fished all weekend long.
So you just went to, what is that expression? You went there and back to see how far it was, basically.
No, actually, let me just show you a picture rather than tell you.
Okay.
So this is the fish that I caught.
That poor child in the back there looks so disappointed.
You actually stole that kid's fish. Just be honest.
Actually, I just put my face onto that kid's body and his feet.
I was gonna say that looks a little bit skinny to be you, Don.
Yeah, no, boys. So what happened was there was a lot of fish caught. I
Yeah.
personally caught 11 or 12 fish. My partner caught close to 5. Like I told you, it's your top 3.
Yeah.
But it was just a dam full of small fish. So it was a matter of who could catch the biggest small fish. Then one of my mates on Sunday morning after the comp was casting his rod just off the bank there and managed to catch that fish, which weighed more than all 3 of mine put together. So yeah, not too great. Middle of the table.
Yeah.
We'll take 16th out of 39.
Still a pass.
Still a pass.
50%,
Thank you. We still
Yeah.
got another 9
Optimistic.
legs. Another 9 legs to go, of which 7 are compulsory. So
Can only move forward from there. Can't get worse, sir.
can't get worse. Listen, beautiful to be out there. Beautiful to be on the boat. We had a strategy of my mate was fishing small little jellies while I was fishing the big cranks, looking for a big guy.
And
While
neither of them worked, eh?
Thanks for joining.
yeah, no.
All
I
you needed
mean-
was a piece of bread and the bank of the dam. Didn't even need the boat.
A little
What's
worm
the
and
fun of
a
the
plate.
boat, bro?
Just for the
Yeah.
experience. Just for the gears.
We went out on the Friday and we marked a few spots for where we want to fish. And then on the Saturday, when we pulled into our spots, there were already like 6 guys in those spots. So other oaks have obviously done that before.
Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, lekker weekend. Otherwise, Lucky, you told me your team played again this weekend. Soweto Water
So
Polo.
the Water Polo Club was in action. I unfortunately couldn't be there. We played against Florida at Allen Glen High School. So that was us this weekend. I was on hostel weekend.
Result?
And the result?
Oh, he
You
was
could see-
lacking to give us the result, eh?
You could see I was clearly missing from the team. And, you know, when I'm not there, I rely on Gareth Prout. And I called Gary and I said, Gary, why aren't you there? And he says, there's no one to babysit my kids. So poor showing from the boys. We're to do better. Myself included. We're to do better. So
I think you got to be there first of all.
that would have probably helped the situation. Yeah. So Gary wasn't there. I wasn't there. But the team pulled through against Florida. First L of the season.
Okay.
First L of the season.
1 of 1.
No, it's our third game of the season. 1 L, 2 Ws. So we're still okay. But yeah, we can't do that.
All right. So the team needs you.
Yeah. I need to face Gesig next week. So my hostel weekend duty is done now. So next week, definitely.
And then in terms of reffing, did you do any reffing this weekend?
In terms of reffing, went back to the grassroots level. So I was at the Willie Castle under 11
Yes,
water
we
polo.
spoke about that last week, remember?
Water polo tournament. Won by St. Stidians Prep. It's so good to see water polo at that grassroots level. So they play half of a
Sheesh, at under 11, I was in the hurdles team. Remember you used to jump over the H2H bottles on the field?
No.
These guys are playing water polo already.
Playing water polo, play with a
No,
size
they're
3
somewhat
ball.
younger even now.
Same formats, still exclusions, still everything like that there. To see, obviously the coaches at that very, very junior level, for what they teach them, the understanding, because our game is very difficult still today. No one understands our game as well as they should, So to see them play water polo at that level there, to see there's this one player reminds me of actually Rick Diesel, still number 11 from St. John's Prep. He just gets the ball, he just says, hey, and then a little top corner. So fantastic water polo. So the Ridge participated. St. Stidians Prep, St. David's Maristananda, St. John's Prep, Keps participated. Clydesdale, which is a club water polo side from Pretoria. So there's no prep school that plays water polo in Pretoria yet, but they get their little large schools all together and they're rolling there. So it was good, really good to see them. St. Peter's Prep was also there. So lovely to see it. I mean, to referee at that level. From world champs under 11, they test you out, those guys, because it's tough. It's tough. People are screaming everywhere. Kids are going for the ball. So it's absolutely amazing. Congratulations to St. Stidians, who won the Willie Castle under 11. They played St. David's Maristananda in the final. So that was great. On Saturday, Derby Day, St. John's versus Cares water polo fixture there. First team result going in favor of St. John's, and then just had some club polo to do in the afternoon. Refereed across at St. John's in the aquatic centre. So
seems nice and chilled. Is this because all the lighties are writing exams?
Yeah, lighties are writing, so there's not too much school sport going on at the moment. There's more camps going on, getting the pre-season ready for next year, whether it be the grade 7s coming into the high school setup, or getting your first team squads ready for next season. The cricket's on the go, the rugby's on the go, the water polo, we in the pool as well. So a little bit rustig in terms of the action, but club water polo continues, obviously, in terms of league. I've actually got the ladies league coming up this week here at Crawford. So that goes, but it's actually nice to get a little bit of a breather just to sit and watch some sport a little bit. So yeah, that was me behind the whistle.
Well, it's lovely because you're looking nice and fresh today. So
yeah. Fresh. Must be the skipper.
It's the new kit. It's the new kit. The new
you
shirt.
look good in that kit, man.
Always, man.
Be careful. They've changed that badge to pirates before, eh?
Challenge accepted.
Oh, no. You see what you've started now.
I think after this past weekend, you might as well just swap from being a chief supporter, because these boys can't seem to do any good at this point in time.
Tell us, Lucky.
Wait, just before I tell you, allow me to acclimatize first, please. We'll get into the sport just now. Let's just have a quick look, see who we've got on the couch and who our guest is this week. Come along, boys. Dr. Rick Diesel.
How's it, man?
Lekker, man. How are you?
Yeah, well, you, man.
Last time you and I sat like this behind the mic, we were doing the World Champs finals across at the
Olympic
Sports
finals.
Studio. Olympic finals across. I hadn't seen you in a jacket in a while.
Yeah, no, that was good fun, man.
No, lekker.
Very cool experience.
Rick, before we get going, please just have a look there in front of you. Give us, please, your name, surname, your nickname, your claim to fame, and the reason you get up on a Monday.
Cool. How's it? I'm Rick Diesel. Nicknames, there's a few. Dr. D, Ricky D, Diesel, Big D, goes on and on. Get to that later.
Said that twice. In case people miss it, the Dr. D came out twice, yeah?
Claim to fame, played Springbok water polo for a while and do a lot of endurance sports. And reason to get up on a Monday is, for just to challenge myself, just keep bettering myself, basically. Yeah.
Just to keep challenging yourself. Okay, well, you and I got a bit of work to do because, we wake up because we kind of have to.
Listen, Lucky, we're not waking up on Monday to save lives,
Yeah. No. Nothing happening. Lekker Jovi on the couch, Rick, and hopefully we can have a lekker chat in terms of your contribution to sport and why on earth you are still out every single weekend doing what it is that you do. But before we get to that, Dino, we've got a formal kit to wear now. Why are you wearing that shirt?
You wanted to tell me my shirt was from Short Street last week. Every week I'm going to bring my sports jerseys, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about
but
that.
But I thought we were going to wear that together, man.
Well, hence why we're here.
Clearly only one person got the memo.
Where else do you want to wear
this?
You
never told me it was a dress up, bro.
Okay, well, all right. Guess I'll just have to keep for next week. So tell us about that shirt.
So this shirt, actually, my uncle hosted an event where he brought Pele through to the country for a bit of a sports talk.
The Pele, just someone who's got
the Pele.
Uh-huh.
The Pele.
Yes. Was he that small?
So, I just managed to squeak a jersey out of that exchange, as well as a soccer ball signed by Pele, which is for sale, Rick.
Starting at?
I don't know. I'm taking all offers, actually.
Okay.
The wrong guy has a signed soccer ball. Let's just put it that way.
Not too much use for it, huh?
Like, I had to Google who Pele was.
Turns in his grave.
Oh, my goodness. Rick.
Yo.
What do you do for a living?
I am an anaesthetist, So I put people to sleep.
So the doctor's not a nickname? Like, there's an actual DR?
There's an actual DR there,
okay.
The study and proper doctor, not just by nickname. So I'm an anaesthetist, work in private practice.
Yeah? Old Parktonian, huh?
Yeah, it is. The old parks,
Old parks. And then the water polo journey kind of took off. You were just giving us briefly in your intro about your stint, he called it, Springbok water polo player, stint, playing some water polo.
He says it's a stint. He's going to get a phone call in 6 weeks again. I know it. I know. There's a call up coming.
You joke. There's a tournament happening in Turkey Division 2 in Istanbul in December.
Ready.
Book the leave now.
Listen, you never have to worry about being unfit.
A little. Just the polo fitness is different. Like he will tell you. If you haven't trained your arms and stuff. But I'm fit. I'm ready. So if I get the call. For my country.
Not afraid.
For my country.
For my country.
Not afraid.
For sure.
Talking about for my country, Joe, we've got a photo there of you on one of your many water polo tours in terms of your international trips. No, that
that's
one.
That's a local one.
That's a local one. No, one more. You kind of see the national representation, Jubs. It's got a green and gold. There we are.
There we go.
There we are. So.
Oh, Vladimir Trinik.
Yeah, Vlad Trinik is still there. Dion Willis was a team manager on this tour.
Yeah.
So Dion Willis now on the world referees.
Is that one of the LaRue brothers on the top left there?
Etienne is there. Kevin O'Brien, KDB.
Okay. We got coached by Kevin at one point in his career.
Coached by Kevin.
Al Stewart.
Another Cares boy there, yeah. Ryan Bell,
bottom right.
No, not bottom right. He's standing up there next to
Alistair. Yes, beautiful.
And then there's Marvin.
John Mark's
in old Marv. And then, of course, Duncan Woods. Remember Duncan Woods? We had on a show. He was chatting to us about safeguarding, do you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's
captain,
he's there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the tour? Which one is that?
Trying to think. This looks like it's an outside pool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this was Montreal. So this was 2000. Jeepers, now you got to be thinking. 2009, back 2007. 2005-ish.
2005-ish.
Montreal World Champs, yeah.
2005-ish. And these were
and to think champs. You could still step into the pool right now.
This is the one after. So this is... Because I see Bevan's not there. He was on that one.
So, you joined the water polo setup. You've been on many national tours. Obviously, plenty of memories shared across there. There was a couple of the highlights.
So I think my first World Champs that was to Montreal. I think this one is from actually, and that was sort of like the first time SA Polo went back to like a World Champs after quite a while. We were out of action for a long time. Still young. I think I was 20 there. Out of school, you played junior SA, and now you're going on your first big tour.
Yeah, different level.
Get there, first games against Russia, and in that stage was. And yes, we just played. I'll never forget the game. We lost to Russia 12-7. So for like the SA side to come and play those big boys.
Particularly, majority of you had never been exposed to international.
Yeah. So all SA junior,
Yes. Yeah.
Only international player was Carl Niehaus over there. So he went straight over to the States. Played college polo there. Played high level. So that was the highlights. And then the last one, Rome, just such an amazing city, such a good vibe, and the
Rome 2009.
2009, just for the gears of the team. You had such a team.
Yeah.
Just to tour the boys and be in Rome. Yeah, it was, like you say, good memories. It's
good memories, and lovely to see that. Since then we've got a couple more pictures as well. You've obviously played for OJ Eagles, the most successful club side in the country, where majority of these teammates you played with still today.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're looking at some photos. So
same coach as well.
Same coach. Mm-hmm. So we go back to the other photo there, and Jab's a team photo. The guys in the black t-shirts. So the OJ Eagles, that one there.
Yeah.
So you were part of the OJ Eagles at the Gauteng Invitational this year. So the only surviving guys there are Rick Diesel, John Mark de Carvalho, and Vlad Trinik.
Yeah.
That were there. So many years later.
15 more years later.
15 years later, you're still winning gold medals. So when I was at OJ Eagles, Rick Diesel would disappear for a while, and then tour comes, and the guy that gets a late call up, he's sitting on the couch and Sunday call up, and then he comes and just rocks everyone.
Yeah, but you've never met a guy who's sitting on the couch more ready.
He's just always ready. I mean, even
stay ready,
we went to the Super Sports Studios who talk Olympic Games. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. So how does it feel? 15 years later, obviously, when you started playing, 35 seconds. We're still shooting from the 4 meter.
The 7 meter came.
7 meter came there. We're still blocking with the 2 hands. And how the game has just transformed, and that you still find joy in a sport like this.
Yeah. So I mean, I think polo. What's so lucky is that I'm sure we'll get to it. Masters. We've got Oaks playing in their 70s. So you have these teammates through school, then you go on a little tour with them. Like you say, some surviving Oaks. But you're able to play with young Oaks that you can also then teach while going through the ranks, and you can see go to SA and all of that. But to play again, and the way the game's changed, it has got more exciting. So it's so lekker still to play now. Like I'm sure you've seen, like playing yourself off a foul. Like back in you got a foul and there's no one to pass to.
Yeah.
You were like counting 3 seconds in your head, like, reversal.
What do you do now?
No,
dump the ball quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Something to do with the ball. Yeah.
So it's gone the way like field hockey. Like I wish other sports would go the way, like soccer. If soccer you play yourself off a foul, like how quick would the game be?
Makes it more exciting.
So you can shoot off the own foul, dribble up, So playing over all these years, I mean, it's still my main sport, my love.
Yeah.
I'll play until I can't anymore. Masters is there, which is so cool afterwards.
Like
that
you
can
until
have
70, so Dongster.
Plenty of time. So you can still make a comeback, come back again.
And come back. And then the Masters
challenges more of your drinking ability these days.
So Masters is like ability. Going on.
Can we go to the Jubs, the Masters one, the guys in the Father Christmas? There we are. There they are.
Yeah, in the Speedos, eh?
In the Speedos there.
Yeah.
So, give us a breakdown of Masters. So give us the different age groups, the categories.
So what's so cool about Masters is like, I mean, you all remember SA universities. Now it's like it's a university tour, but everyone's got money to buy nice booze. So you can get and you don't have to stay in a bunk bed. You each get your own B&B with breakfast in the morning. So, and it's actually been playing with since, I mean, some of these Oaks I've been playing with since I was 11.
Yeah, the
11 years old.
The Kite brothers are there.
Ryan,
Ryan Bell is there.
Spencer
was our matric year. He was at Clifton, Dino, 2008, right at the end there. Yeah.
Okay.
Spencer.
Stanzi, I played.
Another Parktonian there.
The house.
Dean House.
Yes.
Yeah. So Masters, it starts from, you've got to be 30 to play.
Okay.
Age groups are 30 to 35, 35 to 40, like in age. And then as you get to 55, I think it goes 55, 65, 65. And the biggest most teams is at 55 to 65. It's amazing. These oaks are also
No
been
one's
playing. No.
Okay.
And they've been playing, some oaks have done like 35 masters.
Yes, and you have to be really fit to play the game. I'm sure it's still the same, even if you're 65 years old.
Yeah, I mean, the game's a lot slower. Oaks, there's not as much driving. But like I
If
said,
you're
what's
not
so
swimming,
cool?
you're drowning. So,
But it's the physicality is that you're floating. So like oaks have a bad ankle, like you're going to have. Sorry for laughing.
You're talking straight facts.
But you can still play some polo because so it's amazing.
You can participate in polo.
Yeah.
I might take up. I'll do some reffing with nothing.
We need team managers and they need to drink.
No,
well
listen,
and be good
this sport is hectic, guys. I don't know how it's because you're so fit and strong, Rick. You don't realize how much it takes to get to that point over there. If I had to jump in the pool now,
Well,
Good
swimming
try,
with one leg is difficult already.
Yeah.
you'll be swimming with no nose if you carry on like that.
Matthew, didn't you say you're keen, bro, but the Masters also?
Yeah, I could be
persuaded to jump back into the pool for Eds.
Masters are in Durban next year.
Slummies.
Slummies,
London.
yeah.
Not the
All
greatest
5
choice,
people at
but
Slummies are excited.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
The
it's a
photos
cool.
of the people, man.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
said just keep it in Cape Town every year, and then you'll get the internationals. So
So you played at Rondebosch, just at Rondebosch
Yeah,
this year.
Mm.
But the previous one, if I'm not mistaken, was playing the Quarry there. How was that?
So the Quarry one I actually missed. I can't
Is
remember.
it?
Yeah, but the Oak said was one of the best ones they've
That
ever.
was-
Said it was
Quarry is a
colder,
vibe.
but
It's freezing.
freezing, but such a vibe because of that. And then the other one was in Stallies, and then this Rondebosch one. So it's been between Durban and
Makes its way around.
Cape Town for bits, and then it normally
So
goes to East
as a
London for 2
lighty,
years.
it wasn't straight water polo. You were dabbling in some other sports as well. Or did you go straight? Did you dive straight into water polo?
No, water polo. I played hockey and a bit of provincial, like field hockey,
Okay.
and then swimming.
And then your desire for field hockey? Or is it that you're just better at water polo?
But if he's not
So-
tall, he is. His lower back must have killed him.
Play with the broom.
So at school at Parktown, we had we were one of the first, little brag, to the kid
Yes.
was the first boys' school in Gauteng to actually get an Astro. So hockey at Parktown was actually good. The years I was there, we won Aitken and Bowden and all of those,
Sure.
So, yeah. So I played hockey quite seriously for school, but I was always better at polo,
Okay.
making essays.
Okay.
So Gauteng and dabbled, but we had a good first team.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of SA Oaks came out of Parktown hockey players and that are coaching still now.
Yeah.
That are at Saints and still touring. They just won Masters now, like Ricky West and Miggs and them were over winning gold for 35
So
plus.
if we had to say to you, Rick, you can play one sport for the rest of your life. Now, what are you going to choose?
No, yeah, it will be
What
water
is your
polo, for
activity
sure.
of choice?
It will definitely be polo, yeah,
Okay.
for sure, yeah.
Okay, because I know you've been dabbling with the bike,
Yeah.
the boat, the canoe. You did the doozy.
Yeah, I did the doozy last year, first time. I took up paddling in October.
Not
And
that
then-
pedal, Dino.
Not that.
Adam, no.
Not Adam.
Canoe paddling, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a video somewhere. Can we have a look there?
Video.
Yeah.
No video.
Of him doing a little canoe.
No video.
Can
sent.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
lucky
okay.
you're keeping these videos from us, bruh.
Sorry, maybe send it to me. What does your wife think about your shirt being off more on than it's on?
More often. No.
More
I mean-
on than off than on.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, from like endurance sports, I just love so challenging. So mountain biking is in this country, we've got some of the best mountain biking in the world. Yeah. So I've done Cape Epic. This was at the end of a Joburg to Sea. So the last day of Joburg to Sea, they try and bring the here. So you got to wear something SA or green or whatever.
So you did the whole race like that.
So I said, I've got an SA polo costume. Maybe I should do the last stage in the.
And how many
The
Ks
speedo.
was that?
I was about to ask that.
This was a 60. That was the last day of Sani, so 60 Ks. Yeah.
60 Ks
in the speedo.
in a speedo on a bicycle
That
seat.
speedo
Yeah.
would be so stuck in my ass.
There'd be nothing left.
Yeah.
There's chafe there.
But this was a 9-day race. So 8 days in, your ass is like
You don't
sandpaper.
feel-
you don't feel anything. You sit down, it's
A
I
not.
just-
9-day
like-
race.
Yeah.
I just like the
1,000 Ks.
sustenance of choice. The chosen sustenance of choice for after the race.
Oh, little
The
chocolate.
electrolyte.
Little champagne.
Electrolytes.
What is it? What is that? Is it
That's a
Little-
champagne.
Little
Little
champagne
champagne,
bottle. Yeah.
okay.
We popped. Yeah.
Little champagne here.
So that's with the
Strategically,
Yo,
placed
9
number
days
as
in
well.
the saddle, 1,000 Ks later, and they give you that little.
Take it back. Take it back.
Go
Something
on.
else.
there's a much bigger party later, yeah. But
Okay, and then tell me about the doozy.
so Doozy, yeah, Bevan Manson, I played SA Polo with, he's actually also a multi-talented sportsman. He's got SA colours for surf skiing and all these things. And he always said to me when we were playing polo, yeah, if you want to do something different, swimmers make good canoeists. You know,
Okay.
you've got the it's the same stroke. Let's do Doozy one day. So last year I was like, actually, I don't have any races coming up. Gave him a bell, do you want to do Doozy? He's like, yeah. So it was October. So I said, well, you got till Feb to balance in the boat and get fit. We're going to try and race it. I was like, no, Bev, let's just go. He's like, no, we race. That's how
Okay,
we,
of course. Your name isn't just Rick Diesel to attend.
So, and it
You're
was
there to
actually
race.
lekker to take on a new challenge.
Okay.
Like getting in once you've got the balance and that, but it's hard though. Like,
So
it's
did you
plenty
do
core.
your training on the actual boat, or can you go to the rower gym and put
No,
in some
you've got
hours
to
there?
you got to put
No.
your bum in the boat on the
I
water.
think you've got to
Okay.
get used to the swells.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
turns.
You got to
Yes.
fall out and swim
All
and
of
learn
that.
how to get back in. But it's such
Yeah, so
it's
I also
good
got a
workout.
boat, hey?
with the motor.
I
That's
got a
not
bit
just
of a
it.
motor, yeah.
This is like the 5th week we've had to hear about this whole boat
I've-
story about how
It's come up a
wonderful
lot
this
now.
boat
Eh?
is.
Is there a photo? Is it like really pretty? eh?
Yeah, we'll
It's a really nice
put another
boat.
photo up.
We caught a lot of fish on that boat.
What's she called? Does she have a name?
Hey, not yet, no.
Oh.
We're still trying to figure out.
if it's worth keeping, because you guys aren't leading the competition.
Listen,
yet, so.
listen. We got a few mates that work on these international yachts, and they're coming back now end of the year.
But do you need
So
someone
we-
to drive your boat for you?
No, we're looking for
Like a moped.
a sonar forward-facing fish finder.
Isn't that
Jeez.
cheating now, man?
Oh,
Come on.
man.
What do you mean cheating?
Is that allowed
man?
in comps?
Yes.
How is it? The Garmin saying, oh, jeez. That does feel
I
like
don't know
cheating.
about I don't know about international yacht grade, but we won't.
You won't say no.
Boat might flip and sink.
Nah, man. No, Dino's boat is not quite the same, but there's a video of Rick Diesel there and he's attempted balancing in the canoe and didn't quite end up so well. But yeah, he just gave a little cruise.
Yeah, you fall out plenty. Eh? So
Yes, we saw
good.
on the
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Yeah, we saw.
Well, get us that video and then we can add it into the show.
We'll
Yeah,
play it
Yeah,
in.
we'll
Yeah.
Put it in now.
We'll get a bit later. So, Rick, you do, so many different types of sport. You said you like the endurance sport. You've seemingly got a pretty good work sport and leisure type balance. How important is that to you? Because if you're not working, you're out and about. You've still got a family as well. How's that balance working out?
Yeah, I think that's, like you said, it's extremely important. In my job, we call anesthetics 95% smooth sailing and 5%, getting grey hairs, and there's a life on the line.
Yes.
So, and that you need, even though those everyday things, you do see some crappy things and trauma and all of that. So part of that endurance sport and the biking and all that is the escape, That's where you go and you process it, you're by yourself or you're riding with a few mates, but you're talking about, you're doing this, you're talking about your weekend and something else, not work.
Yeah.
So that balance is really important. And I think just for general health, I think, I've got a, like you say, family, young kids who I want to, when I'm 60, be able to go and throw a ball with him,
Yeah,
or
not
do
hop
exactly.
around like some people.
Wasn't his fault, chap. So that fitness part of it, to me, is really important. Like, we are a fit family. My wife also trail runs. She does endurance stuff. I think it's important to teach my kids that, that they see, Saturday morning, our
what
dad's
they do.
out riding, but he's going to be back at 9:00 and he's going to have time for me.
Yeah.
But he's committed to get up and exercise. And already they're doing that. It's like, oh, Dad, can I go ride? Or what time are you back? Let's go ride. That type of thing. So,
Yeah,
That's-
so don't go sleep over at the Diesel's house after a big night on a Friday. Because it's 5 o'clock, oaks are up. And what's going on in this house? They're going to give you a bike and a suit and a wetsuit and say, on your bike.
yeah, there's something to do. Keep active. Yeah.
No,
So-
brilliant, important. And also I think, it's nice to hear you say that your youngsters are starting to see it now, and that, that mindset of this is what happens, this is what we do, this is how we get out there and get busy is important.
And I think part of, like, especially endurance sports, or I think any sport, like, they see you get to a high level. And now we've seen it, like, with like exams or school or whatever, everything, you can apply those things, you know. It's like the grit.
Yeah.
Like you finish. No matter
you
what,
can't
you
teach
finish.
that
Yeah, exactly.
in a classroom, unfortunately.
So
But
you
all
get
good
out.
ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. You don't feel like training, you still have to train, because otherwise you're going to be average.
Yeah.
If you want to be better, train when you don't feel like it. And that's
So-
what they're seeing. Yeah.
You've competed at a very competitive level across all these sports here. And like Dino said, you know, there is a point where you're doing it just for gears. There is a point where you're doing it just to try something out. Do you still have goals? You set goals for yourself, or is it just, hey, we get on the track and see how it goes, as long as I'm, you know, having fun and keeping fit, cool? So where are those goals being set at the moment in terms of your various sports?
Yeah, I think it's always, like you say, some of it you'll just enter a race to like make sure you keep fit and you're going to ride for years.
Yeah.
But most of the things I do, yeah, there'll be a goal. So like, might do Doozy again next year, but I've done it. It was hard, but I think I'm the type of person that challenged myself to do another race. So there's the Berg Canoe Marathon, which is, you know, 4 days and you're doing 65 Ks a day, you know.
And the
then
doozy was?
it's 3 days and you do about 100 Ks over the 3 days. Yeah. So
And
this
then
one,
when you, in between days, are you camping or they set up camps for you guys?
so now because it's along that sort of valley, there's so many B&Bs. So I just go out
Oh,
in the valley,
okay.
sleep, and then come back.
Okay,
in, yeah.
cool.
Some of them, like the Berg Canoe Marathon, you can sleep along the river if you want to.
Yeah.
But there's normally, because of the river the way it is, you know, there's a lot of life and stuff
Yeah.
happening around it.
So
there's-
do you
yeah.
take your rod with you?
Just in case.
You're just trawling off the back in case you're gonna hit something. Yeah.
That's
But yeah,
epic.
like there's always like a goal.
Okay,
so-
but on that note, Bomb Squad Challenge. Practicing since you were 18.
yeah, since when you go to Masters down, I should have sent a video. Like there, we have a stopwatch. It's serious.
I
And we've
actually
got-
saw you doing
Yeah.
down-downs.
It wasn't a
from
500
Masters.
mil though. You get like a normal glass here, which is like
A normal
300.
glass. Isn't the 500 ml a normal glass?
Like yeah, downing. I mean, we do quarts, but you're doing like probably 10 or 12 a day. So you know,
Yeah, that's
10 or
true.
12 quarts.
All right.
is gonna
Well, in
hit
the
you.
meantime, let's get that beer poured.
Okay.
We're going to get the timer up on screen.
Yeah, and the time up
Oh
on
Jesus!
screen.
It's now on screen. I thought it was the iPad.
No, we need to see.
No, we
how
have a
good of pour you
professional
do
here.
as
Get
well.
a good pour there. False start, but it's fine. You know, we'll let it simmer a little bit.
And we do a lot of judging on Oaks pouring in this place as well.
Yeah.
Want to see if you
It's not
order
ice
drinks?
cold, so that means
Yeah.
Yeah.
more.
It's starting.
More.
Yeah.
You've got to do the earwax to get the bubbles. You've not done the earwax. I'll show you tricks. Huh? You go to Masters. This is.
I like the concentration. Yeah, like, yeah, this is. Hey.
Uh,
Oh, it's just
no,
much
no
heavier
rush.
than
It took
John's
me.
boys
It
get.
took me about 15 minutes to pour that beer last week.
It's gassy. Well, I'll show you. You can start. There's science behind this. So, wax is a little science doctor lesson. Wax is a surfactant which decreases the surface tension of bubbles. So if you put a little wax in, you'll see it will start, and then it's just going to
No ways.
eat the bubbles away.
Science with beer.
Who would have thought?
And then you get rid of the bubbles.
My goodness.
Well, that's epic. Listen, so we got a guy here that doesn't do any race unless he's there to win it.
Okay.
So he hasn't been looking anywhere except for Craig
Oh.
Collerex time of 4:89.
Well, I mean, Beach Marathon wasn't great, but.
466.
Yeah?
466.
What is mine? 468.
468.
But listen, you're not on the board. So the
Hey,
real time to
I'm
beat
just saying.
is 4:89.
four.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You told me that time, so it's in my head now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It would be like, you know,
And Craig's been on top there for long.
Yeah. No, he's been Manalien there.
I saw that. There was power.
Yeah. But he had plenty of practice also, similar to you. So
And it's one shot, eh? I feel like another
Yeah,
beer. I
there's-
can't down it, eh? Is it just,
yeah, you go.
see, look at that earwax magic.
Where's my whistle, Lucky?
I don't know. Where did you put it?
I don't know. I put it on one of these shelves.
And then disappeared.
That's it.
Okay. we're almost there.
Sorry, it's a long pour.
So what's your fastest time for a normal beer, like you said?
So yeah, a glass like this will be like, I think it's 2.2 or something.
2.2 for a 330 ml.
Yeah.
So,
That's-
500 ml. So you should be good for under 5.
Under 5.
Technically,
I want to go under 4.
under 4.
Yeah. I think if I
Okay.
can open the gullet nicely. You have to
Okay.
finish this.
So there you are. You're on 500 mils there. There
All right,
should be
so-
a little bit other side.
What we do,
There should be a little bit left in there just to get a bit of a taste.
yeah,
There.
give yourself a taste.
Have a little bit brew.
And
It is crafty, like
Yeah.
you said, huh?
Yeah, totally. Okay.
okay, so you can.
This is the key.
Oh, there it is.
I can't believe this wax.
I don't believe it's earwax. He's got something in that ear. There's something else in that ear.
See, look, magic.
Yay. Okay. Bucktown education.
Are there
Depends
rules
you.
on buffalo, yeah, or anything?
No, there's
Ah,
there's no rules.
As you want, huh?
As you wish. As you wish.
Okay, you can pick it up, and then I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, and then you can go.
So no whistle.
No, there's no whistle.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to give you a
Spillage
whistle.
rules, spillage,
No, no.
disqualification.
Unless you're pouring it down your neck, of
Yeah,
course,
but like
yes.
a little.
A little bit, a little
Oh,
smudge.
it's
It
a
happens to the
little
best of it.
smudge in
Okay,
there.
I'm going to give you a just a flake there, right?
Oh, what? Oh, a flake.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Oh!
Yes!
All right. What?
It's finished,
Yeah.
China. Oh,
Jeez.
What?
you train, eh? You put the work in.
Yes.
Jeez,
So, Mike, sorry.
they say put the work in, huh?
Put the work in, eh?
Like
See,
put
my children have been seeing me
that
downing.
name
with
at the
some-
top of the
Bro, that must go right at the top there.
Put it on the wood.
Hey?
Oh, that was delicious, eh?
They're very good.
Yeah. All right.
See, you just gotta,
This thing was good. I'm gonna put it
you gotta
there.
shift them all. Sub 4,
Alright.
yes.
Sub 4.
The bar's been set.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Huh?
Doctor Down Down.
Huh?
Dr. Rick Petrol.
Oh, that was another nickname, yeah. Forgot the petrol there.
Yes, that's epic. Rick, your brother, he was the martial arts guy when I first found out about that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Did you ever get into doing any of that?
So yeah, I'm a bit Neil, the original Diesel, we called him. So he did the first sort of EFC that was, yeah.
Yes.
Like they used to fight just in boxing rings, flipping outside.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, you fight just outside boxing.
Yeah,
You see who's playing
It used to be the likes of him, Andrew Van Zyl was
yeah,
one of
Denzel,
them.
all those.
Denzel.
Wait.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think of the gym now.
Jeez, guys.
The first guy who had.
It was by Turfentine.
Yeah. So yeah, when it started, I mean, I didn't get straight, but for polo, I used to go and grapple with him. Which
Okay.
was amazing. Yeah. So we do jits on the floor.
Yes.
Clearly
Because-
didn't play goalkeeper.
No. and then a bit of cross training, like a little bit of boxing and skipping when he would go. Which
Okay.
really helped for cross training. But I mean, just the grappling on the floor in polo, like it goes
Yeah.
one in one. You know, you got to move a oak, or you got to get his arm to let him let go of your wrist,
Mm.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I remember I got taught that kind of little tricks from Andrew Van Zyl. He was a coach at Parktown at one stage.
Yes.
Took the boys for a bit of a session there as to how to move people around a little
Yeah.
bit.
And get out of those grips, do the twist,
And
or
how to
move
do
around.
the grips yourself.
Yeah, so that he can't let go. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the, and yeah, my brother still sort of does that type of stuff, but he more does like personal training. He lives in Salt Rock now, but he's
Oh,
always
that's cool.
done boxing, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He's
one
like-
of the regional martial arts guys of that
Yeah.
I can ever remember from this country.
Yeah. It was like before there was EFC. you
Yeah.
know, it was these small little tournaments, Oaks, and there was no weight division. Like
Yeah, no, that could.
his first fight was like some
could
big
cause some
banter
damage.
oak that was like 20 kilograms heavier than him.
Yeah.
It was like, who wants to fight? Okay, cool, let's have a fight.
Those guys that do it love it though, hey.
Yeah, no,
It's-
it's also it's like their life. And he went to a good gym, had a good coach, so he was at school. He got into trouble because he was like needed to let out energy.
Mm.
And martial arts, if you can get that right culture in, it teaches you how to control that and use it.
Yeah.
Do you know
So-
you'll like this one? I got a little whisper in my ear. I know Rick's got another brother, Vin.
He was in a movie.
Yeah.
He drives
not,
cars.
Not very famous or anything. But listen, Rick, I've got a question for you. So,
Yeah.
outside of polo and the sports that you do play, what is the sport that you follow the most? that you
That I've-
will not miss a single moment.
So yeah, I mean, the Springboks, I don't miss a Springbok game. So rugby is.
So rugby's your number one.
Yeah, I would
So
say that
give
I
us
watch the
give us
most
a
on
bit of a
TV.
prediction,
And
because we got Scotland coming up. This
yeah, we got a
weekend.
big outgoing tour. It's looking at our last one. We didn't do great. I think we only won 2 of the 4. But with our squad and our depth and Russie just having those oaks, I think we're going to beat them all. Scotland, I think will be the biggest score. We're going to like about 12-ish. English are going to be
12-ish,
tough.
okay.
Well,
Looking
Scotland
what they
just
did to,
played Fiji this weekend.
Mm.
And I mean, that's as physical as it gets. Those Fijians were.
Fiji has been, their rugby's been blowing
So
up.
we're not going to be able
That's
to play that game against them.
No.
Mm-mm. No, won't be able to. I agree. I think will be the easier of the W's.
Yeah.
And that's also very dependent on Rassie. You know, when
What
Rassie
squad?
plans for games like that, the squad hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
It only comes on the Tuesday. It depends. You know, he wants to give a lot of the guys a look in. And then if you're going to do it, probably that Scotland game.
And give those up and coming new guys. that
Yeah,
haven't
the
had
new
as
ex-
much game time. You know, put them on the field, let them.
But you must
Kind of
remember
like
the
the
next
Ronaldos.
weekend is England. So we can't be playing around too much.
Yeah, I can't do
But
too much.
it is
fiddlesticks.
valid to rest the guys as well. I mean, you know, a lot of the guys that played in the last tour are
Yes, yeah.
straight back
Yeah.
into URC. You know, they've been playing every weekend. You know, the guys need a bit of a break. And like we said a couple of episodes ago, is that nowadays you don't get much of a break. You know, it's just year round.
I mean, it's your job. Get to it, boys.
Get to it.
You don't see Anton de
Jesus.
Pont crying about the fact that he has to play for every single French team, even the sevens.
To be fair, I think he wants to play for every
Yeah, no.
single
Yeah, that is.
and he's good enough to just slot in.
He's good enough to
Anyway,
just
yeah.
slot,
It's just
yeah.
Well,
say,
he's
I
the
want to
best
play.
in the world.
Oh,
sure.
Jesus, yeah.
After Cheslin Colby.
Step back.
And
Yeah.
he's
Sorry, I'm
super
just
also-
making some scandals here.
Man, just pick a struggle.
But
dude.
listen, England, New Zealand happened this weekend as well.
Yeah.
And that was really tight.
Yes, yeah.
Was really tight. Started off obviously with the haka there. The English try to do the whole media intimidate thing. Get rid of the haka. It's got no role in rugby anymore. It's not part of the tradition. Let's get rid of it. Joe Marler put his foot in his mouth again, as he always does. Depending which side you sit, which side of the fence you sit on. Some people find him very comedic and very humorous. Some people find him, no, you're just offside. But
Yeah.
at the end of that, he's retired now from international rugby. I don't know if he'll still be playing for the Harlequins, but a really good test match. I think, obviously, right down to the wire there. The last try that they scored on the right hand side there. So if that was just, a preview of the autumn series, I think it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a great test match. You just can't write New Zealand off. You give them space on the wing, they're going to score. Like us, like Cheslin. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how good they are. And then you can't rely on a shame that
And they
a
have
drop
quite a
kick in the
young
last
side,
second. Yeah.
Quite a young side. I mean, they haven't got like any high capped players like the Springboks currently.
Mm.
You know, we've got guys on the.
I think New Zealand, I saw an
plus.
interesting thing on NZR. I watched their little clips and I think it was Umanga was saying, like, Springboks are where New Zealand were 12 years ago.
Mm.
And he was like, they
Pollard
have
also
to.
said that, yeah. He said
Yeah,
the team of
said-
2011 to 2015 was
Yeah.
just...
Yeah. And he said, like, New Zealand public and everybody has to realize they're on like an 8 to 12 year build.
Yes.
They can't, so they aren't going to win.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
you know how fickle the Springbok fans are. The New Zealand are exactly the same,
Well,
If
to
this
be fair,
coach doesn't win.
we won an 8
Yeah,
to 12 year build and we still won the World Cup.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. But I think, yeah.
Well, if we lose
So-
to Scotland this weekend, I'm out.
On to field hockey.
But that
Gonna
haka
change
thing,
the
I mean,
jersey
I think
again.
it's part of the soul of
You got
rugby.
to, man. I mean,
I've
No,
faced it
it's-
when we
it's a
play New Zealand
tradition.
in polo, they do it on the side of the pool, and like it's like like they get to do it. Why don't we? But like as much as it sucks
such
New
a
Zealand up,
cultural thing, yeah.
it sucks the other team up. Like they're watching this thing and you're getting pumped.
Mm.
Like you take that away from a New Zealand test match, you'll be like,
well,
so
New Zealand, bring the haka. We
Yeah,
respect
please.
you guys.
Yeah,
We
we'll
love you,
just-
so bring it.
We can sing ole ole louder than you guys can haka away.
No,
No, it's just the patina, yeah.
Shosholoza, Sister Bettina, bring those impies on with the biceps and then we're good. That's us.
Super.
You bring
I don't compare
those
sides.
guys on.
I actually know that guy personally. Actually, I met him through you, Lucky. Sibu.
Kotelo, yeah.
Shapers.
His bicep won't fit on this couch, so I don't know what we'll do.
He is
It's
massive.
insanely, yeah.
No, he's a
It's-
large human.
So he actually went to Arnold Classics last year.
Mm.
And
That's
he
the
was
bodybuilding dun.
the bodybuilding
Yeah.
tournament, and he said he was definitely big enough, but he didn't have a few factors that those guys had and that he saw. So he's taken the next 2 to 4 years to get
To get to that.
that point.
It would be nice to have him on to see you, because, what are they looking for? Isn't
Yeah, you get
Listen,
bigger than that.
That oak is
No, it's
massive. But I mean, that's what creatine and protein shakes will do to you, bro.
Well, didn't have the effect on you.
Okay.
I've been eating creatine since I started playing polo.
Not the FB.
Yeah, not the wider ones.
Oh,
Not the white ones. Do you watch much footy, Rick?
I do, yeah. I'm a Man U
World Cup
fan.
International. You guys drew, huh?
Yeah. It was a good draw for us, eh?
Two from two, huh?
Yes,
Last,
yeah.
what? Drew 1-1.
Yeah.
So
So we'll
far,
take
so
the
good.
draw because against Chelsea, there was some upsets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Some ups, I'm
I thought Liverpool was going down and they
Yes.
came back, which I was upset about.
Yeah, we lost to Newcastle.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
mean,
you're a
Bournemouth
staunch
also.
Pirate supporter, so we get it.
Yeah, what happened?
Big guys are Chiefs, guys. Oh!
Yeah, come on, tell us now, Lucky.
Well, I watched the game for nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing. That's a hammering,
So,
eh?
yeah, no. Wasn't very pretty over the weekend. But what I must say is it's been good to see, particularly the last 3 weekends of local football, how full the stadiums are.
Goals are
Because-
being scored, that's why.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's more
It's
exciting.
getting exciting.
Because we
Yeah.
don't watch a lot of football. I mean, you'd never think to yourself, okay, let me go to the stadium to watch a football. But you'll go watch cricket and you'll go watch rugby. But what's been nice about it is goals are being scored. It's exciting to watch. So people are going to the stadium, which is great, which is wonderful. And hopefully that keeps going. I mean, 90 minutes to watch a 1-1 or a 0-0 draw. So if it means Kaiser Chiefs must be the catalyst of every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and
It's
then.
what's-
What's
the
their
fans.
streak at the moment?
Sorry?
What's their streak at the moment?
We're the biggest club in Africa.
Yeah, but answer the question. Man
Results.
United's one of the
Oh,
best
Lucky,
clubs
I
in
never
the
told you,
European
bud.
League.
I got a boat, bro.
How many
Yeah.
small fish did you catch, huh?
Enough about your boats.
Listen.
and soccer. and
leave
everything,
those
man.
soapies. We go to the next soapy.
F1,
Formula One.
Cheapers.
I saw Verstappen doing something again this weekend. I still
Winning.
don't understand the sport.
Winning.
Guys,
Let's cross live to our local F1 correspondent live from Brazil, Matthew Sham.
from Sky Control.
Yes.
Conditions were terrible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we had the sprint race on the Saturday, which was immaculate
What is a
conditions.
sprint race?
So, do you not know?
Is that when they qualify
So,
who goes number one?
no. So, what they introduced about 2 or 3 years ago was a sprint race. It's an additional way for a driver to earn points towards the championship.
Okay.
Okay, it's a reduced amount of points, but it's a shorter sprint of a Formula One race.
So it's like me being a 1,500 meter runner,
Yeah,
and then I can do the 800 meter for my inter-house points.
it's
Still,
it's
just to participate.
even shorter than that. So they'll take, like, for instance, a Sao Paulo Grand Prix is normally
Yeah.
72 laps.
Yeah.
They do a sprint of 24 laps.
Okay. So those of you like me that don't understand, I've just explained it in school terms.
Yeah.
So inter-house athletics, you're chosen
Exactly.
for the 1.5, and then the head of house says, "Hey, we need someone to fill up in the 800. Just finish."
So
over
who won the
finish line."
sprint?
It doesn't really matter.
Well, 10 points to Gryffindor.
But yeah, so it's obviously Sunday got a little bit of rain there. When I say a little bit of, it was
You couldn't see the
you
course.
couldn't
torrential.
even see any
track?
I don't even know how those drivers see the guys in front of them. But there were 5 crashes in the qualifying sessions,
Okay.
which brought out 5 red flags. Then the race got underway, and during the formation lap, Lance Stroll decided to spin his car out into the gravel and beach himself,
Yes, I saw that.
which causes everybody to go around, reline up, and then, according to what they are all harping on about, is this false start mechanic where they've abandoned the start. So there's a difference between an abandoned start and an aborted start. Abandoned start means they do another formation lap and line up again to go again.
So this formation, when the safety car's out and they have to all slow down.
So that's a safety car. That's
Yeah.
if they when they're in racing conditions.
Yes. So, sorry, dumb question here again. Why don't they just stop in their order and go again? Or does the car get cold and the tires get cold?
The car overheats and the tires get cold. So even in rainy conditions and
Yeah.
all of that, they
So it
still
needs to
have
be
to
great.
push air through the vents to keep the cars cool.
Told you I'm too poor for the sport. I
So
have no idea.
because the cars go so fast, they don't, like, you won't have air coming through at no speed. So if the cars are at standstill, they've got no air going through.
So when they call out that safety car and then everybody has to drive
everybody
at that
has to
speed,
slow down.
what
to a
happens if
delta.
you've made a 3-second gap on somebody? You
Sorry
lose
for
it.
Unlucky. So this was the big
Because
issue that
Verstappen
happened.
came from 17
to first.
17 to first.
Yeah.
I match fixing. Match fixed his way to number
But
Yes,
where's this put the championship now? How close is it?
So there's a 60-point difference now between Verstappen and Norris. If Verstappen hadn't made this amazing drive, honestly, it was an amazing drive in conditions like that.
And Norris
the championship would be one race difference.
Sure. And constructors is McLaren
Constructors, McLaren is
It's like
still
almost
top
got it.
in the table there.
Okay.
It hasn't really been much of a challenge, but with the results from this weekend, Alpine shoot up from stone last to fifth in the constructors with I think it was a 1-3, a 2-3,
2-3 finish.
2-3 finish, yeah. So
Good for
that's
them.
massive points for Alpine, who have been non-existent throughout the whole season. They've been terrible.
No way.
Gator, I hope you're listening. I know you want to bring F1 back here. Matthew's ready. Just
Hey, there's big talks. There's big talks.
yeah, we see the big talks.
Cape
We see
Town's-
lots of handshakes. And
Cape Town, they're building a
Kalami.
whole fully purpose F1 track in Cape Town now.
No, we're just
So-
saying, if they need
And they're
guys-
doing the adjustments to Kyalami.
Yeah,
for
they're
them.
going to
adjustments
make
are
it.
coming,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Positive things there will keep in check. I guess by default, I'm going to have to learn this game. It's going to come to Mzansi.
Yes, the closest I've come is during the 94.7, I had to cycle Kyalami.
Yeah. I went to the Melbourne one. It was actually during Polo World Champs. We timed it. We left 2 days early
Brilliant.
so we
First
could go
race of
watch
the
it.
season
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Sure.
Amazing. Like you
Oh,
don't
Oh, you went to
understand
go
it.
watch live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were there on the like
So
you don't
would've
understand
seen
the
Danny
speed.
Ricciardo and those
Yeah.
boys racing there. That's great.
You don't understand the speed and the noise until you're there. You watch it on TV and you go through. You're standing on that corner and they're coming through.
When was
That's
this? What year was this?
Melbourne 2000 and. Oh, you're gonna have to.
Well, I can already tell you that
Melbourne was
so
early, though.
the cars
Early
now
2000s.
2005ish maybe or somewhere
so
there.
the cars now are completely different. They make maybe half the amount of noise because they've got the hybrid system.
Yeah, no, there we weren't allowed. I mean, Aussies are on rules. Like you just like put your earplug
Earplugs
out
and
to like scratch
everything,
your ear, and someone's tuning you. Put your plug in because you're gonna go deaf, and you will. Yeah, but it was just so lacquer to
Oh,
watch.
you rate your will, eh?
Hey?
You reckon it's... it can
Yeah, if you
actually
get
do some
enough of
serious
it,
damage,
it's
eh?
so loud. Those old,
old ones, like those
Yeah.
engines.
Piercing.
Loud.
Yeah.
Loud.
Rick,
But-
what are you looking forward to this weekend? Are you playing any sport this weekend? Or if you're in front of the TV, what sport are you looking forward to this upcoming weekend?
So yeah, definitely the Springbok game. I think
Okay,
that's going to
Scotland,
be
yeah.
Scotland.
Just on that
myself.
note, that game is on Sunday, guys.
Yeah, Sunday.
That's
quite
at
late.
6 p.m.
Yeah, which makes don't let Monday spoil your Sunday. Hey, they say so.
Well, I mean, are they punishing us because of what we've been doing after the games on a Saturday?
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to save us.
So what, do
Oh,
we
that's
watch the
later.
Boca and then carte blanche?
Just to pull you back right back into reality.
Yeah,
Okay, so you got the Boca
That's-
game.
yeah, and then I'll go for like a mountain bike ride. It's 947 next weekend, so
Okay.
17th, yeah.
yeah, and I do that every year for charity on a Quebecer bike,
Okay.
which is weighs about 22 kilogram single speed bike
Jeepers.
that they give those oaks to like ride to school and back. So you buy a bike every year, and then afterwards I donate.
And then you
to
give it to
somebody.
the ice cream guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
brilliant. That's
It becomes the ice cream guy's bike.
Yeah, it gives him a job, and it's actually so
brilliant.
like
That's absolutely brilliant.
So it
that's
takes
you next
us.
weekend.
Yeah, it takes
So where
us-
would you ride this weekend now, mountain bike?
So I'll probably go to Tubba Trails out in the
Okay.
south, or the Eye of Africa,
Okay,
somewhere
cool.
there. And then Sunday, get on the water and start building for Doozy again or something, to 15, 20k
Yeah, just
pedal,
chill.
Mondays,
And then we called him and he was ready.
He was ready, even though he was chilling.
He was ready.
This is chilling, this is good, yeah. So
Rick, it's been brilliant to have you here. And making the rest of us feel bad now. Like I'm trying to think of something I'm going to do on this weekend also. I set mark papers.
Well,
So
listen,
far,
Lucky,
exactly.
I have something for
Yeah.
you.
Huh?
You know I'm the biggest supporter of women's sports, hey?
Yeah.
We played Malawi in netball.
In the netball, yes, won the series.
So we won.
That was quite nice. And we drew the football. The Banyana was played.
Okay.
As one of the new pink strips. That was quite cool.
And then we go to New Zealand, the netball, this coming
Yes.
weekend as well to do some ladies netball. I say ladies netball because the guys also had a fixture.
They also played in that arena there in Pretoria.
Yeah,
Mm.
they played against Zimbabwe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they won.
Yeah, the guys won as well. So
I mean,
I think netball's an Olympic sport, for
For
Australian
guys as-
Olympics.
for next one.
Yeah.
for the next
what for
one.
the guys as well?
Guys, yeah.
For the
So it
guys,
has
yeah.
to be. If it's an Olympic sport, there must be women's and men's. So there's
Start training, Donkster. You said you want to
So-
go
build for. Yeah.
No?
Left back,
That's a
no,
lucky
left
game
out.
to play, eh?
That's
Oh, yeah. Donkster,
listen, Lucky, my only chance is like this, bud.
the Turkish guy. That's you, huh? What do you got going on this weekend?
Lux, some rugby. In terms of sport, nothing. One more week in this plastic boot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start practicing my putting because, I mean,
I
that's...
need a caddy for this weekend, big boy. We got the Bobby Lock at Parkview.
Can your caddy be in a cart with music and a zol and
He
a
can
beer?
be.
And a-
And a
For you,
few others.
anything.
Okay. Except you must leave the Pele shirt behind, please. I've seen enough. It's okay. It's good.
Wait till you see what I bring you next week.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We've had Argentina. We've had Pele shirt
Pele.
now. Who knows
We've
what's
had my Lions jerseys.
Yes,
next?
that's
Okay.
true.
We never had the end of that. Yeah.
He's going to bring his grade 3 costume next week.
Mm.
Not a
Do
good
that.
look.
I need one of those South African speedos, by the way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be there.
Where's one? The,
Bottom shelf there.
Think
change.
you might need to
There we
get
go.
that.
what the fuff?
What the fluff?
Yeah. Maybe Dino fit into that costume.
Yeah, no, lucky in terms of this weekend, there's not too much going on. So I think the highlight is going to be the Booker game. We
Yeah.
don't even have any UFC. So, yeah, bit of a boring one. But I mean, hey, the Booker are on again. Remember I told you last week or the week before, starting to get withdrawals from
Yeah,
the
this is
Booker.
no-
No, we're gonna be.
And no URC either this
No
week. I was like,
URC.
sat down
there
and
was
yeah.
nothing also, so we're gonna be.
I ended up
Rugby
watching
basketball.
that,
Take a breather, please.
Go fishing, bud.
It's your job, like you said.
Put some cream on your hands.
Buy a boat.
Before we close off, last question, Rick. I've always wanted to ask: how many tattoos you have?
Many, yeah. So like a lot of people say, like, but it's you. Now I just go on sessions, so probably had about 26-hour sessions. Yeah.
26-hour sessions.
Yeah.
I see you've got like the whole Sistine Chapel or somewhere in your back, like the whole Jesus.
No. The
Supper.
back. No. That was interesting thing. I put a Oak wanted to get a whole back piece in one day.
Yeah.
So the tattoo artist I go to obviously knows I'm an anaesthetist and said, "Will you put this Oak to sleep? We're going to get 4 artists at once. So instead of doing like 10 sessions, we can do 4 artists working for 8 hours all at once. So
Just
we did
so
a
you
full.
put him to sleep.
So I made him sleep. So in 8 hours, 4 artists finished his whole
Guys,
back.
If you
Go
study
on my
anesthesiology, you'll be a tattoo artist. Just put him
Yeah.
to
There's
sleep.
But
lots of things.
if Rick puts you to sleep, that's one way. But if your brother
Puts
puts
you
you
to
to
sleep.
sleep,
Same result, 2 different ways.
I put this Oak to sleep. Didn't tell you that story before.
Oh, he did, eh?
Yeah, during COVID when you had to
lucky.
defend yourself. Eh? What was happening there? He's
I
not heard that story.
so I was going and I crashed my mountain bike and then I broke my finger. So
Oh,
then
what? When you punched the Oak.
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah, you
there was-
punched
there
him.
was a mix up between the mountain bike and
Someone's face.
someone's face. Yeah.
At an event,
Yeah.
eh?
Rick helped me go to sleep to sort myself out.
Let's put a little pin in his finger. He had a boxer's fracture. So as soon as I saw it, it was like, "Oh, who'd you punch?" I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" The classic.
Listen, it was in a Alberton hospital. What else are the Oaks there? What else are the Oaks there for?
Jeez, Dino? Okay. Oh, is that why you got wonky fingers, huh?
that one, yeah, take that.
lucky.
Actually.
Yeah, that looks bad.
Thanks,
Good
Rick.
times. Yeah. No, I couldn't let that one slide. I was like, actually,
Good luck explaining that to your fiancée now that she knows the truth about what
Listen,
happened with that
if she had seen it before, well, she saw it before. It
he
was,
was tuning a
finger.
little.
Was it,
Yeah, it was
indicating
tuning.
short left?
Yeah,
And
it was pointing.
you see your finger like that and you think, I'll just pop it back in, right?
Yeah.
And then you pull it and it goes, oh yeah. Hi, Rick. Listen,
chance.
bud, are you busy?
Oh man. Well, I'm sure it's well, touch wood, but I'm sure it's not the last time that you guys see each other under such circumstances, considering.
Yeah,
No.
you seem a bit.
Another thing before we end off, Rick's actually really good friends with my sister, and they do quite a lot of cycling
mountain biking,
together and
yeah.
mountain biking.
Well, not at the moment.
Well, she's actually
Is she
back
back?
in the country,
Okay.
so have you
So
got any
maybe
plans?
947 next week.
So, no, I don't know. I think she leaves before then. But yeah, we lives back at the folks, so we ride every morning, like 4:45. South
So
Group
you
is
are you
riding
on the road
every-
bikes as well?
Yeah. In the week we go on the road. Yeah,
Was that 4:45?
yeah,
Yeah,
4:45
won't be
every morning, Monday to Friday. Yeah, so riding.
Oh, I'll just like the real
That you put on.
afterwards about the morning ride. Matthew, what's your week looking like? Very quickly.
Very quickly, rugby this weekend,
Yeah.
obviously exciting. And then golf. We got a big tournament happening at Parkview. So playing for a jacket on Saturday.
Jacket. Like-
Bobby Lock jackets. Try and
Lekker.
shoot best gross off the tips and see what happens.
Let's see.
Again, another sport that's too poor for these.
Lucky, what are you doing this weekend?
No, marking. My kids write English this week, so I'll be just marking essays and watching rugby and trying not to spill.
There's a
liquids
Premier League polo
all
game
over
you're
the
supposed to.
place.
St
Premier League
Albans.
polo-
Aren't you
Premier
there?
League polo. When?
Saturday. You're not there.
No.
It's
I
not
won't be
you.
there.
They're not in the Prem.
No,
No, but he's
reffing.
he's the ref.
No, he needs to work every now and then.
Where is it?
I'm sure I saw your name
I
as the
think
ref.
that's it.
That's a case, boy, eh? That's a case.
I'm planning day by day. Tomorrow I know that I'm going to Crawford Lonian. I'm being the Ladies Premier League.
Yes.
Saturday, guys.
Saturday's
far
problem,
away.
eh?
I'll see Saturday on
Friday
on
night.
Friday night. Actually, Friday night I'm emceeing a wedding. Where's Mulder's Drift?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there.
Stay in the inevitable. I don't know what.
Inimitable.
That one.
Just as that's the most expensive venue in Africa. But we lose
Is it?
track. Yeah, it's
Yeah, maybe
crazy.
I must resend my invoice for the weekend. So yeah, I'll be on the weekends there. Shout out in advance to all the good-looking divorcees that will be attending the wedding. I will be a tall black guy in a black suit and a black tie speaking on the microphone. On that bombshell of a note, guys, it's been a fantastic week. Rick, thank you once again for being on the couch. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. And I would say keep doing what you're doing. But you're doing a lot. So just stop making the rest of us feel bad. But glad to see you in good health and will be for the next 20 years or so. Domsa, have a lekker week. Matthew, try and get the white ball in the hole. Jabula, Orlando Pirates not doing so shabby. And for me, Marky, good luck to my kids writing exams and everybody else. From our couch,
To yours.
have a great week.
That's it, boys.
Yes, boys.